The documentary 13th is now playing on Netflix, and I highly recommend this documentary. Hey, I'm G, and this is the G-Spot. It covers racial relations throughout the history of the United States, and more specifically, how over the past 4 decades, mass incarceration of brown and black people have actually been a political agenda of the United States. And the incarceration of black people has been an agenda of the United States since the abolition of slavery. 13th is a project and was directed by Ava DuVernay. She really did an incredible job. Everybody in the film does a fantastic job. I watched the documentary twice. I think it's the only documentary I've ever watched twice. I did it in the same day because there is so much information in that documentary that goes against what I assumed to be true about the country I live in, that it took me twice to really process what I was being told. And it just blew my mind. Depressed me a little bit, but it woke me up, and it's always better to be woken up. Go ahead and watch 13th so you can see how our politicians really did get away with getting elected to office by promising to put more brown and black people in jail. President-elect has really no concerns for other people, and a lot of us are under threat at this point in time, especially black and brown people. Especially women. Especially anybody who can't make Trump money or doesn't want to inflate his ego. Now, you may be thinking, but wait a minute. Trump's got so many other problems than mass incarceration, and why are you relating these things? We should be focusing on different things with Trump. One of the big questions in the majority of Americans' minds since Trump has been elected has been as follows. How the fuck did this happen? Now remember, political parties have literally won the office of the President of the United States by promising to be tough on crime, by promising to keep incarcerating people. And when they do this, they use language that subtly lets you know these people are going to be black and brown people and not white people. This is a tactic that has existed for decades and that has worked. Bill Clinton even used it. He used it in a different way, but he fucked the system just as much as any of the other ones. So it's not just Republicans. So somebody in Trump's campaign does have a brain. I highly doubt it's him, but somebody does. Because what Trump did, instead of just promising the American public that he was going to incarcerate as many black and brown people as he can, because he did promise that. He said, I am the law and order president. Trump went one step beyond, and he turned Hillary Clinton into a criminal. Now, that's not news to you. You know he did this. But when you realize that the American public has a subconscious belief that when we elect leaders to our free nation, that we need to be motivated by keeping ourselves safe and making sure bad people are always kept in prison, because that is subconsciously what's going on in our heads. It has been hammered into our minds for generations upon generations. So dealing with a population who has this belief that they're electing a leader to keep them safe from bad people, Trump made his running mate a bad person. I mean, in a way, I guess it's ingenious. I don't like giving the guy or his party credit for, or his campaign credit for anything, but damn. I mean, he took it to a whole new level, and it worked. And this is why it's so important that 13th is viewed by everyone. This is a tremendous dynamic that is influencing our country. It has been for decades, and it will continue to do so unless we wake up and realize what's going on. Head on over to Netflix and watch 13th. Ava DuVernay did a really, really fabulous job, and it is a documentary that we all need to see. It's just fucking horrible.